Gizzo. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy, highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, getting to that paper, but always keeping in front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Big salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. Big salute to all my day one investors. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that been tapped in from day one. And an even bigger salute to all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's tapping in with the channel. We approaching 18,000 subscribers. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So I like to get that out the way. Now, as you can see, I'm crossing state lines at all times. I'm crossing state lines at all times, and I've been ripping and running. I ain't really had a lot of time to tap in with the people, being as though, you know what I mean? I do what I do as far as driving these trucks, handling that grown man business TV. But I've been getting a lot of DMs in regards to the homie Skeem team. Now, Skeem team is I want to say a fellow YouTuber. Let me say that. Fellow YouTuber. I'm not really into a bunch of these YouTubers. I'm not really tapped into their topics or the subject matter. But I have a lot of investors asking me what I think and what's my perspective on the situation with Scheme Team. So I looked into it, and Scheme Team is going through a financial crisis right now. Scheme Team, is a YouTuber who goes live every day, taps in with the people every day, and he's having a financial crisis. And I want to say, this is not a joking matter. I'm not gonna be one of the guys that come on to YouTube and make fun of Scheme Team or joke on Scheme Team or talk down to him. I took this as an opportunity to give that grown man business perspective. I always tell y'all the channel is called Grown Man Business TV for a reason. It's always going to be deeper than rap when it comes to grown man business. It's always going to be deeper than rap. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like the situation with Scheme is a prime example, and it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to give that game that I've always been given. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain, right? The majority of these YouTubers, when they turn that camera off, when they turn that phone off, when they hit the end button on that live stream, they either get up in the morning and they go to work, they get up in the morning and they do X, Y, and Z to handle that business. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna be able to peep out what the stream is all about. Just stay tapped in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you locked into the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You understand? But right now, you know, Scheme Team is going to be the example that I'm going to use to get this message across. You understand? Because you see a lot of us YouTubers, you see a lot of us come up here, create content. You know what I'm saying? A narrative is painted. You feel me? A whole narrative is painted to where you think it is what it is, but it ain't. It ain't what it ain't. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. So you come here, the Grown Man Business TV, and like I said, I'm not gonna make fun of Scheme Team, but I am here to give that grown man business perspective. Now, again, like I said, Scheme Team is going through a financial crisis, all the way so much so that his lights are turned off right now. Scheme Team, his lights are turned off. Now I'm going through my DM, I'm looking through the messages, I'm checking in, I'm checking out, and I see that Scheme Team lights is turned off. Salute to my investors that's sending me these videos, that's sending me the screenshots, that's sending me the clips. And see, again, I told you, Grown Man Business TV, we gonna keep it all the way filthy on this channel, all the way 100, straight, raw, uncut, no filters, no preservatives. And it's not just Scheme Team. It's a lot of these YouTubers that come to YouTube that make content that's trying to make money off they views. That's slaves to the YouTube check. They slaves to the algorithm. See, me is I've never been a slave to the algorithm. I've never been in the numbers. I always tell y'all one thing for sure, two things for certain. Grown men are gonna handle grown man business, and no man going live every day is handling grown man business. Unless you want a certain level where you make it at Hassan Campbell, where you doing $10,000, $15,000 a month. This is not a YouTube career, my G. If you're not doing 15 to 20,000 a month, this is not a career. And I'm talking on the consistent basis. Now back to Skeem Team. I want to send this one to Skeem Team. I want to give Skeem Team a message. Listen, man. If you sitting in your apartment or you sitting in where your living quarters, wherever you live at, and your lights are not on, you doing something wrong, homie. And the last thing you need to be doing is getting on live every day when you ain't got your lights on. When you ain't able to pay your bills, when you ain't able to handle grown man business in a grown man fashion, the last thing you need to do is be on YouTube, my G. Begging for money, begging for cash apps, begging for yeah, man, that's the last thing you need to be doing. And it's a terrible look. And again, like I said, grown man business, man, we gonna get when your uncle was giving you that game, you might not like it. It might rub you the wrong way. But he gonna give you that game and you could do what you want to do with it. The last thing you need to be doing is on YouTube begging for change and begging for views and begging for cash apps, homie. Okay, grown man business TV. What should Skeem Team be doing? If you got all the answers, what should Skeem Team be doing? Well, let me tell you something, homie. If you working a job in the day, then you need to get a night job. You need to be working 2 jobs, Skeem Team. You shouldn't have no time. You shouldn't have any time to come on live, homie. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Salute 050 in the building. Salute to the homie China Brim. You know what I'm saying? One thing I always respected about China Brim is that China Brim is going to go live from wherever he is working at. Sometimes you're going to see China Brim with a vest on. Sometimes you're going to see China Brim in an office building. I done seen China Brim go live and somebody say something to him and he got to handle grown man business at work while on live stream. No, I'm doing this. I'm handling that. Why? You should have 2 jobs. If that one job that you working in a day ain't cutting it, not making ends meet, then you need to have 2 jobs. I always run this past grown men that come to me and say, yo, I'm going through hard times right now. Can you help me with this? How many jobs you got, homie? It's 24 hours in a day. You should be working 16 hours out of that day. You should be getting a check here and a check there. You shouldn't have no time but to eat and to sleep. This is the harsh realities of being a grown man and standing on grown man business. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. This is the only reason why me and Lil Zippy with the drippy bump heads. It was nothing against Zippy. I was one of the dudes that used to watch Lil Zippy, and I like this content. I always felt like he was a comedian. But when you talk down on having a job, when you talk down on having multiple jobs, me and you not seeing eye to eye, homie. When you a grown man standing on grown man business, you're gonna find a way. You're gonna make a way. There is no plan B. There is there is no defeat, homie. You're gonna make a way. You have no choice. And when I saw the clips and salute to my investors, man, who sent me some funny clips that I had to laugh at. Again, salute to 050 the movement. Always respected that channel. Always rock with China Brim because you gotta respect the grown man that's standing on his business. It don't matter if you did 20 years in jail. If you did, I don't care how many years you did in jail. What matters to me is what you did when you got out of jail. That's what I look at. That's how I measure a man. What did you do when you got out? And I'm looking through these clips and I'm looking at Skeem Team and I'm saying to myself, somebody got to give him this game. Somebody got to say this out loud. If he like it or not, if he hear it or not, somebody got to say this, man. And after I say it, then it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But I had to say this out loud. Homie, you doing it all wrong. At this present time right now in your life, you shouldn't be coming to YouTube. You shouldn't be doing no live streams. You don't have time, homie. And your results is showing you don't have time. The results that your lights is not on in your house. I seen a live stream Skeem Team did the other day, and Skeem Team said he was cooking a leg of lamb. A leg of lamb. And I said to myself, man, a leg of lamb. This ain't the time to be cooking legs of lamb, Skeem Team. This ain't the time. You shouldn't have no time to be cooking legs of lamb, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. This is the harsh reality of standing on grown man. When you a grown man, there is no option. There is no lose. You gotta win. And I'm gonna tell you something. You need to get a second job, man. Like I said, anytime I'm talking to a grown man and he telling me the hardships he having, he telling me that he trying to do this and he trying to do that. The first thing I ask him is, how many jobs you got, homie? How many jobs you got? One job ain't enough. If you ain't got your credentials, if you ain't, I told you, get some credentials under your belt. But if you don't want to go get your credentials, if you just want to work if you want to, yes, if you working at McDonald's, you need to be working at McDonald's in the daytime, and you need to be working at a 24-hour Wendy's at night. When I pull up the Wendy's at 3 in the morning to get that double stack, your ass need to be in there. See what I'm saying? YouTube, don't come to me, don't come to nobody asking for a cash app and ask for a handout, homie. Big dogs don't move like that. You can't 1 minute be a big dog and the next minute you asking for cash apps and you talking about support the channel. Nobody's gonna support you. You're 6'4", 280 pounds. Ain't nobody supporting no big ass, nah, man. Ain't nobody gonna feed you in this world. So if you got a day job chopping up lambs and legs and legs of lamb and lambs of legs that you had at the house, then you need to get a night job at a security, doing security. Skeem Team, I'm here to tell you, if you got a day job being a butcher, chopping up legs of lamb in the daytime, you should be at nighttime a security guard. You out where you at in Ohio? You need to be at one of those clubs, one of them hookah spots out there in Ohio, and you need to be security, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. This is one of this is one of the things that I've been preaching since I've been doing content. This is what made me and Lil Zippy bump heads. It had nothing to do with nothing else, but you trying to downplay taking care of your business, and I put money on it. I bet money. I guarantee you. Let's put some paper on it. When Lil Zippy with the Drippy get off live stream, I think he working at a bodega somewhere. I believe Zippy with the Drippy is making chopped cheeses and yeah, he making walla food. Walla food. He working with the high beeves in them in the morning, making your bacon, egg, and cheese and your chopped cheese sandwiches. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't never let this content thing make you, and listen, there are some people that's making money off this content, but what you watching these dudes, homie, horrible look for Skeem Team. Horrible look. 2 jobs. If you a grown man and you ain't making it and you struggling and your lights is off, you don't got time to be doing live stream. 8 hours in the morning, 8 hours overnight. And the problem is this generation that got so weak. It done got so dependent on other people. It done got so used to asking for handouts that even the old heads is falling into the trap. You got dudes like Skeem Team that come from the old school that think that it's okay to come on to YouTube and ask for cash apps. Well, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna get enough cash apps to pay your bills, homie. You're not gonna get enough cash apps to pay your bills. You're not gonna get enough cash apps to live off of. And if you start a GoFundMe, And yeah, they might sue your ass for the GoFundMe if you don't do it right. There's no way around being grown men and standing on grown man business. And I'm not gonna stay long on this topic. I'm not gonna stay long on this topic. But I am gonna give you the game, homie. 2 jobs. Don't come to YouTube asking for nothing until you got 2 jobs. You see what I look like right now? I ain't had a haircut in 2 weeks. I'm crossing state lines at all times. There are no handouts in this world for grown men. The only people that get handouts is women and children. Nobody cares when you come on to YouTube as a grown man crying about your funds and your finances. Nobody cares about that. This is the harsh reality of this grown man business. When you see these YouTubers going live every day, you see these YouTubers making all this content, and then next thing you know, you don't see them no more. Next thing you know, they done went MIA. It's because this YouTube ain't paying the bills, and you gotta find another way to do it. Yeah. This is why this is why I'm still here. This is why the content is so needed, my G. This is why the content is so needed. Because I'm going to show you both sides of the spectrum, and I'm going to give you solutions if you need that. We don't want to talk about nothing more if you ain't got 2 jobs, homie. And this go for anybody on YouTube begging for handouts, begging for cash apps. If you ain't if your lights is off, because that might be the worst. I ain't gonna lie. One thing for sure, I ain't never seen Zippy with his lights off. I ain't never seen Lil Zippy with the drippy with his lights off. I ain't seen China Brim 050 the movement go live and say he ain't got no lights. So it sparks something in me. Just have to say something about this. Bro, if you ain't got no lights, we don't need to see you until your lights is back on. The fuck you doing on YouTube and you ain't got no lights on in your crib? You telling me you thought in your mind to go live on YouTube and you ain't got no lights on in your house? You can't cook a leg of lamb without no electricity, homie. Do you understand me? You can't cook a leg of lamb without no electricity in your damn house. You in the house cooking a leg of lamb one day, and the next day you ain't got no electricity in your house. You might not never so one day you cooking a leg of lamb. You cooking a leg of lamb. Come on, man. Shit is out of pocket, man. And somebody and we not gonna joke about it. Somebody gotta tell you the truth, man. You don't gotta sell your put the phone down, homie. Delete YouTube, delete the app for right now. Give yourself 60 days, 2 months. As big as you are, someone will hire you for overnight security at one of those bars, them bodegas, them hookah lounges, the clubs out there. You will have an overnight job, and then you can work in the morning. You shouldn't have no time for YouTube. And then these guys wondering why me as certain YouTubers is bumping heads, because I'm here telling y'all, listen, man, go get your CDL license. Skeem team, if you had your CDL license, you wouldn't have to worry about your lights being off, homie. You could cook a leg of lamb 3 times a day if you had your CDL license. But when I tell these dudes to go get your credentials, when I tell these dudes to go harder than you did yesterday, go harder today, that's a problem. And I gotta bump heads with these YouTubers, and we gotta have a whole, because this thing is a portal, B. This thing is a portal. So when you get involved with this content creating thing, and you start making a narrative, and you start believing your own hype, you start believing the lies, you start thinking you got something going. And then when you turn off this portal, right, now it's back to the real world. When you step out of the metaverse, now it's back to the real world. And you know what? In the real world, grown man business rules all. Grown man business trumps all. It don't matter what you doing on this app. If you can't handle your grown man business, and that's the bare necessities, homie. Lights, water, food, and shelter. This is the bare necessities, homie. Lights, water, food, shelter. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not gonna stay long on this. Just talk real talk. What it do, man? I see you in the building. Salute, my G. Like I said, don't get me wrong, right? Everybody gonna have hardships. Every grown man is gonna have a situation where he gotta step back. He gotta step back, and he gotta look at it from a bird's eye view, and he gotta say to himself, how I'm gonna fix this situation that I'm in. It don't matter how many millions you make, it don't matter how many houses, it don't matter what you do in this world. What make you a man is adversity. What builds your character is adversity. So with adversity, you're gonna have situations that arise that as a grown man, you're gonna have to step back and you're gonna have to figure your way through that maze. But the last thing you need to do when you going through adversity is hit the live button on your phone and come on to YouTube. We don't need to know that your lights was out, homie. See, again, you do just, and I ain't gonna say that because Skeem came up in a time where grown man business ruled, right? But you dudes is being brainwashed by this new way of thinking. The last thing you should have did was came on the YouTube and started telling us and going live without no damn lights on in your house, homie. The next time we should have saw you is after you scrambled up that $1,000, paid your light bill, got that under control, and then we should have saw you go live. And you know what? We would have said, Scheme Team, where you been at? We ain't seen you in about 2 weeks. And you know what you supposed to say? Man, I had a little bit of adversity going on. I had some grown man business that I needed to handle, and I took care of that. Yeah, I had to put the phone down. I had to put YouTube down. I had to put the content down, and I had to handle some business. And now that I got that business handled, here we are. Now we respect it. Okay, big dog, listen, hey, that's what grown men do, homie. We respect that. But we can't respect. Nah, ain't no respect in coming on YouTube and you ain't got no damn lights. You walking around the house. I'm looking at each light bulb and there all your damn lights is off. Crazy, nigga. Who gonna tell you this? Who gonna say it to you raw and uncut so you can sit down and you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, man, hold up, homie. Let me figure this shit out. You said you had got a job. In my mind, I said, you know what? Salute to you. Because now you ain't gonna be asking for live streams and you ain't gonna be asking for cash apps and super chats. Good for you. But now what I'm seeing is that one job ain't enough, homie. That one job ain't enough because your lights is off. You need 2 jobs. We don't need to see you for the next 6 months, homie. You need to have 2 jobs. You need to be working every day and sleeping and working. And then in 6 months, you know what? You will have all your bills paid. You will have maybe $4,000-$5,000 in the stash, and you will be able to come back and say, "This is yeah." You will have testimony. You're being tested, and you're failing the test. The only way to have testimony is to be tested, homie. You fell in the test. You all men. The reason why nobody is supporting your channel is because we all got to get up and go get it every single day, homie. We all got to sacrifice our time, our energy to get this money, to pay these bills. So you think when we come onto your live stream, we about to start cash apping you our hard-earned money, homie? I'm trying to give you the game. I'm trying to tell you the truth because none of these people, none of your New York homies, none of your dirty section homies, nobody's telling you the truth. This is what puts grown man business on top, above all of that. I have no dog in the fight. So you think when we come to your live stream, you are convincing us to give you the money we had to get up and go to work and get? It don't work like that, man. That's why I always tell y'all time and energy are the highest forms of currency. We don't need your money over here, because when you come into some of my live streams, you're gonna see me getting to the money. We don't need your super. If you give the money up, cool, salute to you. You understand? All in Aquiline lifestyle, she throws money in the pot all the time. Salute to her. But we never asking for it, because grown men go get it. We make a way. We don't have our hand out. We make a way. Nobody's gonna give, bro. Inflation, homie. You know about inflation? Do you understand that everything is 2-3 times its average price? You think we coming into your live stream and we about to give you money for what? What are we giving you money for? For what? When you ain't even showing the hustle as a grown man, you are not even showing the ambition, homie. You need 2 jobs. You need 2 jobs, man. 2. You don't got the credentials to have 1 job. See me, I don't need 2 jobs. I went and got the credentials. So my 1 job pays overpaid. I get overpaid. And when I tell y'all this, then it's X, Y, and Z. But I get to talking loud, and I'm passionate about this, because I don't want to see, I don't want to see, I don't want to see nobody like me, that look like me, that come from the same impoverished areas. I don't want to see you with your light, bro. Your lights is off right now. Let me leave y'all with this. Skeem team, your lights is off, but your fitted hat looked like it was brand new. You had a red Nike tech suit that looked like it was brand new as well. So this what comes with that also is priorities, homie. As a grown man, your priorities got to be put in place. How are your lights off? How do you not have any electricity in your house, but you got a brand new, I think it was a Dodgers fitted. I'm talking crispy red Dodgers fitted on. You had a crispy red Dodgers fitted, and you had a brand new Nike tech suit on. Where is the money going? You had a brand new fitted hat. That's about $40. You had a brand new Nike tech suit, and 2 days ago you was baking or cooking or sauteing a leg of lamb. And I know I keep going back to that leg of lamb, but you know, I ain't no way you sauteing a leg of lamb and you ain't got no electricity on it. So this is what you telling me. The whole time you was sauteing that leg of lamb, you knew that you was delinquent in your light bill. So this is what y'all got to understand, and we got to separate the boys from the men. We got to separate the little dogs from the big dogs. The little dogs from the big dogs. Skeem team, you a puppy right now. So that's why Skeem team come on to his live streams. He's always asking for money. He always gets upset when nobody is giving him money, when he don't see no super chats or he don't see no cash apps. He get upset. I always notice that. And if he don't see it, he'll cut the live stream off. I'm getting out of here. Y'all ain't support. I need the money. I've been up here for 3 hours and y'all ain't gave me no money yet. I done been up here for 4 hours and y'all ain't gave me. And I always be confused by that. But I understand now, because in the back of your head, man, I need to pay these light people. They gonna cut my goddamn lights off. I need to pay these people because they gonna cut my. You know what's going on, and in the back of your mind, you shouldn't be on. You shouldn't be doing live right now. Your ass need to be somewhere on a second job, homie. You're sauteing legs of lamb, and your lights get cut. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit ain't, come on. Hey, Skeem. And I ain't never did no video on Skeem. I ain't never spoke on Skeem. I rock with Skeem to a certain extent where I go in his live chat and I interact with Skeem. But we got to separate the puppies from the big dogs. Yeah, it's time to separate the puppies from the big dog. It's time to separate the boys from the men, homie. We got to separate these people. It's time to do it. The only way we gonna go to the next level is separating the puppies from the big dogs, B. And Scheme Team, man, you an infant in this thing. You a baby in this thing. You a whole toddler, my G. You a whole toddler, man. Ain't no way you sauteing legs of lamb and then the next day you ain't got no damn lights in your crib, your living quarters, whatever, apartment, townhouse, a room. I don't know what you got going on in there, but you need to get that shit together, man. No, we're not giving you no money to your cash apps. We're not sending you no super chats. We're not giving you no handouts because that's gonna make you a weak hustler. Somebody made you a weak hustler. Somebody diluted your hustle, homie. Somebody gave you something and you like how that felt. Somebody handed you something when your hand was out. And instead of what Jada Kiss say, hold your hand out, I'ma spit in it. Somebody should have spit in your hand, homie, and told you no. You ain't got no lights. We don't need to hear from you for the next 30 to 40 to 60 to 90 days, whatever you need, man. Yeah. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times, my G. We don't need your cash app. You already see what I'm doing. I'm crossing state lines at all times. I ain't had a haircut in almost 2.5 weeks, and you think I'm gonna send something to your cash app? That ain't happening, homie. Sometimes you gotta get ugly and get that money. Sometimes you gotta stop worried about having a fresh fitted on and having a brand new Nike Tech on, and you gotta get dirty, homie, and you gotta get in the mud and you gotta get this money. I'm looking at the live and I'm saying, damn, see, soon, and I got it. I got it. But soon as you ask me for the money, I get to looking you up and down while you talking, while you doing all that talking, saying, yeah, and you explaining to me, what you got going on, and you explaining to me, and you saying, man, I'm going through it, man, and my lights is off, and I just need 500 GMB TV. Can you just give me 1,000? I got the money, but as you talking, I'm observing you now. I'm looking you up and down now, and I'm peeping you out, and I'm saying, damn, them sneakers look mighty clean. That's a brand. I'm not gonna say nothing to you, but I'm looking like, damn, that's a brand new era. You got that from New Era. That Dodger fitted brand new. It ain't even no lint. You ain't even got no lint on the hat yet. It's so new. Damn, that's a brand new Nike Tech fit right there. But you asking, okay, so I'm already telling myself that I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't got it, homie. I ain't got it, man. Cause your hustle you ain't showing the signs of a hustler. You ain't showing the sign. You ain't let your beard get woofed out yet. You ain't let your hair get thick. You ain't let your waves come in. You ain't fell back and got ugly and got in the mud to get this light bill paid off yet. But you ask, nah, man. I'ma do like Jada Kid. I'ma spit in your hand, homie. You can't come to me, man. And you ain't, so what? Come on, man. What is we doing? You got a brand new fitted on. You got a brand new Nike Tech outfit on. Okay, you're sauteing up legs of lamb. Nigga, you sauteing up legs of lamb? But you supposed to be eating hot dogs right now. You ain't supposed to be getting your mouth. You ain't supposed to be having no legs of lamb, homie. You ain't supposed to be eating no legs of lamb right now. You supposed to be eating hot dogs and franks and beans and franks right now. You supposed to have a pack of oodles of noodles. You know that 13, 15 pack of oodles of noodles? Yeah, pick your flavor. Chicken, beef, but a leg of motherfucking lamb. Hey. You ask me for some money and you got a leg of lamb on, I'm gonna kick your leg of lamb on the floor. Hell you doing with a leg of lamb, homie? Don't ask me for nothing and you got a leg of lamb on you and you eating sauteing up a leg of lamb. I kick your leg of lamb on, I'd have put your leg of lamb on the kitchen floor. Took your ass down to the bodega or took your ass down to the nearest Walmart and bought you two boxes of oodles of noodles and told you, listen, don't do nothing. Eat 2 packs of oodles of noodles a day. 2 packs a day. And stretch these oodles noodles out for the rest of the month. Somebody got to give you the game, Skeem team. You don't get to have your lights cut off and eat legs of lamb at the same time. That shit don't add up, man. It don't add up. Your lights get cut off. You need to have been. Listen, yeah, I got so. Listen, Skeem team, DM me on YouTube on Instagram, man. Get to my Instagram, Skeem team, and I'm gonna give you the full format on how to get your life together, homie. I'm gonna put you in position to get your life together. I got you. And this go for any. Listen, man. This is Grown Man Business TV. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to lock in. You feel me? And understand this, man. We approaching 18,000 subscribers right now. 18,000. 18,000 investors in this content. And just understand, if you don't see me for a couple of days, you don't see me for a week, no, I'm getting to that grown man business. I'm not neglecting y'all. I'm getting to that grown man business. And while I'm getting to that grown man business, I'm watching y'all channels. I'm watching the content. I'm a consumer. And it really bothered me to see that grown ass man sitting there with a whole bunch of brand new clothes on and no lights in his damn house. Somebody got to say something about this. Sauteing up legs of lamb and you ain't got no damn lights in your house the next day. That's unacceptable, homie. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Skeem team. Lock in with grown man. Listen, I got you, homie. I'm gonna give you that game, man. Don't touch a steak. Don't touch a leg of lamb. You need to be eating oodles or noodles. You was in jail before. You know how to swirl up. You know how to make that swole at night. You know how to put them oodles or noodles in that bag with those Doritos and those Cheez-Its. Yeah, you know what to do. Go get you some Slim Jim. Chop the Slim Jim up. Put it in the bag. You need to go to jailhouse rules right now. You are, bro. This right now, you need to stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Stop, drop, and roll. You on fire right now. Stop, drop, and roll, my G. Stop what you're doing. You don't deserve. See, that's the problem. You treating yourself the legs of lamb, and you ain't paid your light bill. You treating yourself the legs of lamb, homie. And you confusing yourself because you done told you treating yourself and you ain't in a position for no reward. You don't get rewarded. You don't deserve none of that, homie. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. Big salute to everybody that's in the building. Big salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. Like I said, man, we approaching 18,000 subscribers, man. I'm proud of that. We did that organically. Um, we did that with no handouts. We did that with no cash apps. We did that with no super chats. We did that with not riding off the back of no big YouTubers. We didn't lock in with no celebrities. We not asking for somebody to put us on. We not asking for somebody to support the channel. We just doing what we do over here. We just doing what we do over here, and we doing it in real life. So just as easy as I'm gonna show y'all the big house, just as easy as I'm gonna show y'all the $130,000 pool I just put in the backyard, I'm gonna show y'all the high ceilings, I'm gonna show y'all the marble floors, I'm gonna show y'all what it costs to be the boss. I'm gonna show you the other side of the spectrum, the other side of the coin, homie. This is what it costs to be the boss. This is what the sacrifice is. It ain't enough subscribers on YouTube. Nobody's giving you their hard-earned money. No, I don't care how they getting it. Nobody's gonna click into their cash app, move $50 right here, and then send it to Skeem Team. Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do it consistently. Everybody's getting to a bag right now. Everybody's running it up. Everybody's hustling extra hard. The economy is not what it used to be. Everybody is hustling extra hard, my G. Millionaires, billionaires. Ask P. Diddy for $1,000. He gonna ask you what you need it for. Yeah. Shit ain't a game, baby. It's real spill. Real all the way. Real spill all the way. Where you think I'm at? I'm in Mississippi right now. I'm headed through Mississippi. I'm gonna drop this load off and we're gonna pick up some more money and we're gonna head out of Mississippi. I just came from Arizona. I just took this load from Arizona to Mississippi. You think I'm giving you some of that? Not happening. I will give you the game though. And the game is ain't no way, bro. It ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing. Big salute to 050 the movement. Like I said, I rock with China Brim because I don't take what you did in jail. That ain't what make a man to me. That ain't what make a man to me. You understand what I'm saying? What make a man to me is what you do when you get out of jail. After you get out of jail, after you make it through the belly of the beast, now what are you going to do with it? How are you going to come into this world and stand on grown man business after you did all that time? So when I see 050, when I see China live at his job or live on his lunch break or live XYZ and he doing what he do, I respect that. Because that's what men do. Men don't get up here crying and begging and yeah, we ain't scheming and nah. You might I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I'm about to pull up, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I think you need to change your name from Skeem. Words are powerful. Words words are very powerful, my G. And the fact that your first name is Skeem, you know, and short for scheming is terrible, my G. That's horrible. And I truly believe that you naming yourself Skeem is the first issue, homie. Because anybody that's scheming ain't working hard. Anybody that's scheming is trying to scheme you out of some shit, and that anybody hustling they scheming. And words are spells. Words are powerful. So anytime you speak, anytime you jump on YouTube, anytime you create content, you doing it under the title as Scheme. You scheming, homie. You need to change your name. You need to redirect your channel, and you need to change your name, man. Because scheming got your damn lights is off, and you're scheming. You ain't got no electricity in your house, and your first name is Scheme. It ain't gonna add up, man. It ain't working, bro. And see, a lot of the times your homies or the people that you got around you, they not gonna sit you down and have these conversations with you man to man. They not gonna look you in your eye and tell you and be genuine and say, bro, I only want what's best for you. And I'm just trying to give you some game. And in this game, you might feel it might make you feel defensive, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. And hopefully you take it and you run with it. First and foremost, the scheme shit is over, man. It's over for anything scheming, homie. It's over for that. Nobody's going to give money to somebody scheming. Nobody's going to give a cash app to somebody with the name fucking Skeem. It's are you scheming me? You got a whole scheme team. So everybody around you, a part of your team is scheming. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't no motherfucker. Ain't happening, man. Change your name from scheme team, homie. Damn. What's going on here? You got to reevaluate that, man. You got to change your whole direction, bro. You got to change your thinking. You got to change the ways you speaking, and you got to change that name from scheme to something else. But you scheming, you gonna remain scheming, homie. In this world right here, scheming, that shit is over. Finessing, all that is done. Everybody done finessed and schemed out, and shit is schemed out. Nobody believes you. Nobody's going to give you their bank account information. Nobody's going to send you a cash app. You know, one day you cooking a leg of lamb. The next day you ain't got no electricity in your house. It shit look like a scheme to me. Some is a scheme. Some scheming in their scheme team. Some scheming. One day you're cooking and sauteing a leg of lamb. The next day your ass ain't got no security, no electricity in your house. Your ass scheming, scheme team. Yeah. Your ass scheming, dog. Ain't that don't even go together. Your ass sauteing legs of lamb, and then your ass ain't got no electricity. The scheme ain't working. Yeah, the scheme ain't working. So listen, man, it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business, and I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. I mean, we ain't sugarcoat nothing, and we ain't dressing nothing up. Scheme team. It's time to stop scheming. Scheme team. It's time to stop scheming. It, listen, your ass sauteing legs of lamb. I believe your ass scheming, scheme team. And I wouldn't. You want to respond, please. But other than that, I take the words of wisdom that I'm giving you. You need to have two jobs, homie. Don't you saute another leg of lamb until you got a day job and a night job. A day job and a night job. Don't you saute another leg of lamb, scheme. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute, man. Listen, man, I'm about to drop this load off. Uh, Pick up another load, man, and I'm liable to come back, go live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are approaching 18,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit that sub. Likes and all is cool. I don't even that don't I hit the subscribe button so you get the notification when we going live again. And if your lights is off out there, your ass better not be sauteing legs of lambs. I'm gonna tell you that much. So yeah. We chill. So this is trucker talk. But yeah, you right. That crazy. In my Mace voice, that was crazy, Cam. That was crazy. Drop a load off was crazy. That was that shit was crazy. Nah, but see, listen. Dudes like that, for the particular people that I'm talking, I always talk like that. I talk like anybody that I have conversations with, men, that when we have those conversations, because everybody's gonna go through something. But you ain't working 80 hours a week, homie. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You need to be working in 8 hours in the daytime and 8 hours at night, and both jobs need to be full-time jobs. I did it before. I know it can be done because when I was younger, I did it before. Yeah, yeah. One time I worked a day job, I worked a night job, and then the little bit of time I had left, I was driving Lyft. Let me say that again. I had a day job that was full time. I had a night job that was full time, and then I would drive Lyft in between that shit. So when you come to me about money or you come to me about any of that type of shit, I'm going to question you on a certain level because I did it before. I did it before. I drove Lyft. I worked a day job and a night job, and I drove Lyft, my G. Real talk, real spill. I really did that shit. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So listen, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Uh, one thing about Mississippi is the roads is terrible out here. Um, and right now, I'm crossing state lines at all time. I'm live with y'all as I'm crossing state lines at all time. I'm live right now in the. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being paid for this run that I'm running. Because if I say low, it would be like, yo, I'm paid. I'm getting paid for this run that I'm running. Yeah, I'm getting paid for this run that I'm running right now, and I'm live with y'all. When you in a position where your lights and shit is off, you don't need to be going live nowhere. You need to be getting off your day job, getting a couple of hours of sleep, and then going to your night job, and that's it. So yeah, man, big salute to everybody that's tapped in. You already know what time it is. Uh, you know, I had to, that had to be said, man. Nigga, I tuned in. My man sauteing a leg of lamb. I'm saying to myself, shit, he living a good life. You sauteing legs of lambs, ain't you? Well, shit, you living good then. If you sauteing legs of lamb, homie. And then I come back, that I go into the DMs, and they got video. My dog ain't got no damn electricity on in his house, and he talking about he got to come up with it. So what the hell you was doing sauteing the leg of lamb if you $1,000 behind on your goddamn rent? You don't need to be. You need to be eating oodles and noodles. Everybody in the house, the kids, everybody. Hey, yeah, gonna eat these oodles and noodles. Cause I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, either you gonna eat these oodles and noodles, or it ain't gonna be no electricity in the house. We ain't sauteing no lambs or leg. Nah, ain't no legs of lamb being sauteed today because daddy got paid his light bill. What is we what is we doing? What is we doing? This niggas is crazy. You a DoorDash, get back your DoorDash. You a DoorDasher? Yeah, better DoorDash. Dry Lyft, Uber, Super Dash, yeah, Uber Eats. You better get down with some, you better get to work. And don't just do it, but get to work and do it. Get all the way to work. Yeah. This is the shit that a grown man going. This is the shit that a big dog gonna tell you. A big dog not just gonna hand you no money because I need to see the hustle with you. You done did everything. You done exhausted all avenues. Then I give you the money. If I could look at you and say my man done exhausted every avenue. He working 2 jobs. He driving Uber Eats. You know he stopped. Yo, I'm gonna give you the money. And then I'm gonna sit down with you. And we gonna figure out how you gonna get my money. We gonna figure all that out. Cause once I give you the $1,000, now you gonna listen to what I'm telling you. You ain't just gonna take the $1,000 and go off and start sauteing legs of lamb and shit. Cause if I come to your house and I done gave you the money and your ass sauteing a leg of lamb, I'm gonna kick your goddamn lamb on the floor. We gonna rumble. Yeah, I'm gonna go in your kitchen and flip your pot over and kick your goddamn leg of lamb on the ground, and we gonna rumble and we gonna handle it and we gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna get that about you. It is what it is. I ain't had a haircut in almost 2 weeks. We getting to it. We ain't stopping. This shit don't stop, nigga. Grown man business. That's why, yeah. It's deeper than rap. You don't just get to be a big dog for nothing. You don't just getting money don't make you a big dog. It's all these different variables, it's all these different avenues and multiple different angles that'll make you a big dog. Kick your goddamn leg of lamb, I'll flip your pot over. I'll flip your damn leg of lamb over on the pot. I'll flip it over on the ground, and then I dare you to do something. And then I tell you, don't worry about it. Leave that shit. And I'll go in the trunk and I'll pull 2 boxes of oodles and noodles out. I give ass a shrimp oodles and noodles, and I give ass a beef oodles and noodles. You don't get the chicken yet. You don't get the chicken oodles and noodles until your ass start, your ass getting shrimp and your ass getting beef. And your ass better only eat 2 packs a day. That's it. And I'm gonna be at, yeah. Be at your, it is what it is. Cause once I give you the money, I'm the big dog now. So listen, man. Hey, Wisdom B, salute, my G. So listen, man. You already know what time it is. Be sure to tap into the channel, lock into the channel. You know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button and get the notification for the next time I tap in with the people. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Gang.